Hello. So I don't know if I'm actually gonna post this video. It'll depend on how ranty I get, because this is a topic that makes me kind of heated. So I'll see. But I just want to get my feelings out so that I can relax more about this topic, because it's something that I don't want it to ruin something that I enjoy. Basically, the topic is the 13th Doctor and how some people hate her for no good reason. Now, before I start this video, I'm going to make a disclaimer that I am aware that a lot of people are skeptical of the 13th Doctor for non-sexist, harmful reasons, and that's totally fine. So I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about people who are just full of blind hatred and will not even give her a chance. Like, if you're skeptical, but you're like, you know what, I'm gonna watch the show, I'm gonna see, then we're cool. We're cool. But if you're one of those people who is just completely sure that the 13th Doctor is gonna be horrible, and the show is gonna be horrible, and you hate everything to do with her, we're probably not so cool. Now, let me explain why this gets me so angry. Because first of all of the people who are hating on 13 have not seen an episode. They have not seen any of her acting as the Doctor. So there's really nothing to go on besides the trailers, and those are very short. So there's really nothing to base this intense hatred on. So the only thing I can think of is that she's a girl, she's a woman. And some people have a problem with that, and I don't know why. What I also don't like about the people who are hating on 13 is they're not being fair to the people who are excited. Because the minute you say, well, actually, I'm, excited for the show, and I think she's gonna be great, they're like, well, you're wrong. You haven't seen the show either. And it's like, I know. But see, there's a big difference, in my opinion, between being excited for something you haven't seen and hating something you haven't seen. Because excitement is a positive thing. Hate isn't. So if you're hating on the 13th Doctor based on maybe a few trailers, maybe a few leaked scenes or whatever, you really don't have much to go on. But if you're excited based on those things, then that's a good thing, because you want to see more. You want to have more to judge on. But if you're hating, then you've already made up your mind. And that is my big problem with a lot of the 13th Doctor haters. They are 100% against 13. They have decided that they hate her and that they're not going to watch the show, or they're going to watch the show, but they're probably going to hate it, because that's all they've been talking about endlessly is how much they hate 13. And I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair to Jodie Whittaker, or to the writers, or the directors, Or I don't think that's fair to the fans who are excited, because you have this small little group of people who are in the fandom, and yes, they have a right to express their opinion, but their opinion is so relentlessly negative that it just makes me angry and very sad. Very, very sad. I think what makes me so sad is that there are people out there who won't even give Jodie and the writers a chance to develop 13 as a character. They've already made up their mind that they hate her, and that's why I find it hard to believe that it's not just sexism with a lot of these people. I mean, I know it's not with all of them, but a lot of them, just the blind hatred and the intense dislike that they have for a character that they haven't even seen much of is, it just seems like it's because of sexism. And I just don't, I won't stand for it. Like, I won't let anyone ruin this for me, because I've been watching Doctor Who for a good few years now, and I'm sorry, but the Doctor is an alien that regenerates. It's not exactly unbelievable that the Doctor could regenerate into a woman. It isn't. It's not unbelievable. The Doctor's an alien who regenerates and changes their face and body and everything. So, I don't see the problem here. If you are not sexist and you're genuinely just skeptical of the Doctor for other reasons, please just consider how it feels for young women like me in the Doctor Who fandom to see all this relentless hate against 13, because it makes me feel very unwelcome. And it makes me feel like I have to censor myself in the fandom, and that's never a pleasant thing. And genuinely, I want the Doctor Who fandom to be a place where everyone feels welcome, because I think, personally, that the Doctor would want that. The Doctor would want everyone to feel comfortable. The Doctor would want everyone to feel happy and accepted and loved. And if we can't live up to those ideals, then, well, our fandom is in a sad place. And I just really want to emphasize that if I do post this video, I just want everyone to know that I'm not in any way saying that anyone who dislikes 13 is sexist. I'm not saying that. However, I personally would give it a few episodes, because with Doctor Who, it's all about change. And I don't like change very much. You may be surprised to know that, but I don't like change very much. So, whenever the Doctor regenerates, it takes me a few episodes to get used to the new Doctor. And despite how excited I am about 13, I know it's going to take me a few episodes to get used to her. And if it doesn't, then great. That'll be different for me. But so far, whenever the Doctor has regenerated, it has always taken me a while to get used to the new Doctor. So, surely, people who are hating on 13, and I'm not talking about people who are just a little skeptical, or who are like, well, I'm gonna give her a chance. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the people who are fully hating on her, do not think she deserves the chance, do not, are going into the show with the mindset of hatred against the 13th Doctor. To those people, I say, give it a few episodes, because every Doctor takes some getting used to, and 13 will most likely be no different for most of you. And for me too. I'm very excited, as you can tell. But I'm sure it'll take me a few episodes to get used to 13. So please just consider giving her a chance. And if you can't, well, sorry, but just get over it, maybe? Stop ruining the fun with your hate. That's all I had to say, really. Thank you for watching. Stay magical. Bye.